Audio is an underappreciated aspect of games and entertainment. Good sounds help connect the player with your game's world. It engages one more sense, making the overall experience that much better. In my previous tutorials, we drew backgrounds, sprites, and handled Joypad input. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to play simple sound effects. If you need help in this tutorial, check out my website or one of the links in the description below. The focus of this tutorial is playing audio effects. To save time, we'll avoid drawing anything to the screen. This tutorial won't cover playing actual music. I'll save that for a later tutorial. The sounds we play in this tutorial will be very basic. It'll be for noises like jumping, collecting coins, or taking damage. With that said, let's get started. Like in my previous tutorials, we'll clone the minimal template provided in the GBDK examples folder. We'll set up and implement a Joypad current and Joypad previous variable, just like in the last video. With our variables in place, we'll now get to the audio aspect of things. Firstly, we need to enable audio on the Game Boy. Audio on the Game Boy is handled by a variety of different noise registers. We can enable audio by setting noise registers 50, 51, and 52. Noise register 52 will enable sound. Noise register 50 sets the volume for the left and right speakers. There are 4 different channels or modes for playing sounds on. With noise register 51, you can toggle one of the 4 channels on or off on either side. The current code will enable sound, set both speakers to maximum volume, and enable all 4 channels on both sides. These registers need to be set in that order. We'll keep this video quick and easy. We're going to poll for Joypad input and we'll play one of 4 different sounds. We'll set up 4 if statements. In these if statements, like in the previous video, we'll check if the user has just pressed the A, B, start, or select buttons. With those if statements set up, we can play our actual sounds now. Playing basic sounds in GBDK just requires us to set some registers. The hardware in GBDK will do the rest for us. The Game Boy has 4 different channels for playing different sounds, and each channel has its own 4 to 5 different registers associated with it. Channels 1 and 2, the pulse channels, produce pulse width modulated waves. The first channel uses noise registers 10 through 14, and the second channel uses noise registers 21 through 24. Channel 3, the wave channel, uses noise registers 30 through 34 to produce arbitrary user-supplied waves. Channel 4 is the noise channel. It uses registers 41 through 44 to produce pseudo-random waves. For more information on the Game Boy hardware's audio capabilities, check out the Game Boy Pandocs. Once we've added that logic to our if statements, we can compile and run our code. We'll see different sounds playing when we push different buttons. It's not intuitive what values to use for each of these channels, so GBDK has a ROM file that allows you to experiment in real time. If you go back to your GBDK folder and look in the Game Boy examples subfolder, you'll find a folder called Sound. If we compile and run this example, you'll be presented with a basic user interface for making sounds. Press select to change between sound channels, called sound modes. Use left and right buttons to change the selected values. Press start to preview the current sound. When you found something you like, on the bottom you'll see which registers and the hex values to use for those registers. You now have the knowledge and tools to add basic sound effects to your game. As always, if you have any questions, you can contact me via email, in the video comments, or in the GBDK Discord server. Like and subscribe for more Game Boy game development videos. Additionally, check out my website for more written tutorials. At the time of this recording, my latest tutorial shows you how to recreate Zelda-style 4-directional movement. Thank you and have a good day.